Hello. Thank you for watching my new YouTube video. What I'm here to share to you is I want to describe to you about I have a friend of mine who needs to work and understand part of my disability. What I've been doing in the past number of years, I have been sending messages, like being in the church and all that, since I'm LDS and she's LDS, my friend is. And what I'm doing is I have been sending a lot of messages to her on Facebook that say, this is my spiritual message. And I don't need to have a friend to start saying, hey, stop it! Could you please stop sending me messages? The one way you don't need to tell that to a friend, if you have a friend who's LDS and when they say that they're sending you messages to them on Facebook, you start loading more messages because it's part of my disability. My disability is I work and talk with friends to make my life more happier. But I just want to say this. I'm really sorry, but I'm just being a spiritual friend. And I'm just doing this because I want to make my life happier. I'm just sharing things what makes my life happier. And you don't need to start blocking them and do all that. But all I'm asking is, please, I'm asking for forgiveness. It's just like reading in the scriptures when you talk about forgiveness. And that's what I do. I forgive my friends when I tell them this, but I have friends who forgive me. But I just have one friend that needs to understand it's part of my disabilities. You need to know when my disabilities is I have hearing impaired, I have speech impairment, and I'm also that's what I have. And when you have a friend that's like saying, stop sending me messages, stop bugging me and all that, I don't need that. You need to say, I'm really, really sorry to them. And the reason I want to say I'm sorry, I want to forgive and get back onto a better life. And let's work things out. Let's plan like what we can do to make plans to make friendships stronger. And I haven't done that in my life yet. I want to talk to one friend of mine to say, I want to make my life stronger by what can we talk? What can we work on? What can we agree on? If it's something from like the church, for example, you should say, well, I appreciate you. Thanks for sending me that message. That was really nice of you. Then I would just say, you're sure welcome. But I just want to say this. I'm just doing it because it's part of my disabilities, because I'd like to share, found something really good to make me happy. You got to realize when you have a friend who's handicapped and has a disability, and when you're saying something that you feel strong and positive, that's what you're doing. But you don't need to have a friend saying something totally back to you and turn you off and block you on Facebook and all that. And I get 9 subscribers on my YouTube, but all I'm asking is I wish I had more people to subscribe to my channel. And I want to do this, and I'm just grateful for doing this. I'm a true BYU fan. My friend's a true Ute fan, but that's okay. It's not like friend and enemy, friend versus an enemy. I just say I'm fine with that. I accept that. So I'm just sharing to you, I want to talk to one friend of mine, my good dear friend, because I miss the good text messages. I miss the good time to see each other. I want to say, look, I'm really crying in my heart because I have something to tell my friend, but it's just between what's called what I found out before the life begins. And that's what I wanted to share. So I'm going to say this to you. If you have a friend that is like a normal person, and you send messages to them, and you just need to say, look, this messages make me happy. It makes me, I'm just sharing my tearful, joyful messages to you. You don't need to start telling them, and then you don't need to turn around and say, you don't need to tell me and say, would you please stop sending me messages? Leave me alone and all that. But no, you should say, I appreciate you sending me the message. That was very nice of you. So anyway, please pass it on to a number of your friends that you have and all that. But for a number of you, I appreciate if you find me on Facebook. That'd be really, really, really nice if you really do. So I'm more welcome. You can find me on Facebook and just send me a message and just say, hey, I just saw your video on Facebook. That was amazing. Or anything like that. So take care, and I'm hoping that someone can forward this message to my friend. Thank you, and have a great month of March. It's March Madness, you know. Not because I'm not mad. It's because college basketball is really rocking good. See you later.